So today we will discuss about the topic of cardiac glycosides. What are cardiac glycosides? Cardiac glycosides are steroidal glycosides and shows highly specific and powerful action upon cardiac muscle. The sugar part is attached at C3 position of the steroidal nucleus. So these are giving action on cardiac muscles by increasing the concentration of cardiac force of concentration of cardiac muscle. They are giving effect on heart or increases the activity of heart. General characteristic of cardiac glycosides. Cardiac glycosides originally present in the plant, but some of them are resulted from removal of one sugar from primary glycoside, example digitoxin. So cardiac glycosides or glycosides which on acid or enzymatic hydrolysis it will produce two moieties. One is sugar and second is non-sugar or aglycon moiety. So when that sugar molecule is removed, the aglycon part it will give the effect, that is therapeutic effect, or it is a active constituent which will responsible for giving particular therapeutic effect. So this is about the cardiac glycosides. So here example is digitoxin. Cardiac glycosides usually solids, either amorphous or crystalline. They are usually bitter in taste. Cardiac glycosides are generally non-volatile in nature and gives, it will reduce the Felling's reagent and gives Felling's test, soluble in water and polar organic solvent. Cardiac glycosides have long served as the main medical treatment to congestive heart failure and cardiac arrhythmia due to their effect of increasing the force of muscle contraction while reducing the heart rate. So here the cardiac glycoside, how they will function, they will increase the force of muscle contraction and reduces the heart rate and thus increases the activity of heart. Cardiac glycosides inhibit sodium potassium ATPase. There is decrease in intracellular sodium ion concentration will takes place and increases the calcium ion concentration inside the cell or the cells, cardiac cells, and thus increases the activity of heart, increasing cardiac contractility and decreasing AV conduction and heart rate. Now the natural drugs which comes under cardiac glycoside is digitalis. Synonym is foxglove leaves, digitalis leaves. Biological sources, it is the leaves, dried leaves which is obtained from digitalis purpurea and family is Scrophulariaceae. It is required to contain at least 0.3% of total cardenolides calculated as digitoxin. So the concentration of active constituent digitoxin should be at least 0.3%. After collection from the field, leaves are dried immediately at a temperature not exceeding 60 degrees Celsius and are stored in moisture proof container. So after collection they are immediately dried. Habitat, it is a biennial herb which is grown in England and also cultivated in India, Europe and USA. Cultivation and collection of digitalis leaves. It is propagated by seed propagation method. Seed sowing method is used, and for seed sowing it requires a soil which is calcareous, acidic and sandy for proper growth. Seeds are very small. The size of seed is just about 40 to 70 mg, and hence these seeds should be mixed with the sand before sowing in nursery bed. Nursery beds are raised in the month of March or April. Now the young seedlings which are formed from that seeds, they are transplanted in the field in the month of September or November. Crop is manured and kept free from weeds. The plantation of this plant is done twice a year. It is because it is a biennial herb, so plantation can be done twice a year. Flowers are produced in the month of April, and which is followed by fruiting. The first year plant bears rosette leaves, and in second year sessile leaves are formed. The leaves are generally collected in second year and in the afternoon during August and September. When two-thirds of flowers are fully developed, the leaves are collected, and the leaves are which are discolored, they are rejected. After collection of leaves, immediately drying of leaves is done. For that, vacuum dryers are used and at a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius, because if the leaves are dried above 60 degrees Celsius, there is destruction or reagent or active constituent will takes place. Moisture is not more than 0.5%. If there is moisture more than 5%, then deterioration of leaf will take place and it will deteriorate the active constituent digitoxin, and it will not give therapeutic effect. For that reason, the moisture should not be more than 5% and it should be dried below 60 degrees Celsius. Leaves are packed in airtight container with suitable dehydrating agent, and leaves are dried above 60 degrees Celsius. The potency is lost due to chemical degradation. The activity of these leaves is due to glycoside, presence of moisture or enzyme, that is purpuridase and oxidase causes deterioration of leaf, so it should be protected from moisture during storage. Microscopy, color is dark greyish green color. Odor, odorless. Taste, distinctly bitter taste. Size, length 10 to 30 centimeter length, width 4 to 10 centimeter. Shape, ovate, lanceolate, petiolate. Base is decurrent or dented base. Apex, subacute apex. Margin, crenate or dented margin. Surface, both surfaces are pubescent. Microscopy, in case of microscopy, when you are taking a transverse section of the leaf and you will see under the microscope, this type of structure you will find under the microscope. It is a dorsiventral leaf, and this portion is known as lamina portion, and this one is the midrib portion, and these are the palisade cell you will see under each epidermal layer. The main or important characteristic of this leaf is collapsed, uniseriate, multicellular or covering trichomes. These trichomes, they are uniseriate, means having cells in only single layer, and these cells are more than one cell, that is multicellular, and this type of structure is known as covering trichome. And these are the glandular trichomes. The glandular trichomes are bicelled head and stalk is single cell. So both covering as well as glandular trichomes are present in the leaf. Now the upper epidermis is made up of colon gymatous cells and lower epidermis is also made up of colon gymatous cell. The pericyclic cells are also made up of colon gymatous cell, whereas scleron gymatous cell as well as calcium oxalate crystals, they are absent in the leaf, whereas large number of starch grain you can find here, they are present in endodermis region. This is the endodermis region and the large number of starch grains are present here. Now inside the pericycle there are xylem tissue as well as phloems are also present, and these are the spongy parenchyma are present. Some watery pores are also present in the apex region of the epidermis. So this is about the microscopy of digitalis leaves. Now chemical constituent. Digitalis contain 0.2 to 0.45% of both primary and secondary glycosides. Primary glycosides are purpurea glycosides A and B, glucogitaloxins, and secondary glycosides are digitoxin, gitoxin and gitaloxin. So these are the secondary glycosides which are responsible to produce therapeutic effect. Primary glycosides are less stable and less significant than secondary glycosides. Purpurea glycoside A and B constitute the principal active constituent of the fresh leaves. Here the structure is given, and in gitoxygenin and digitoxygenin there are R1 and R2. This one is R1 and this one is R2. In case of gitoxygenin, at R1 position there is hydrogen atom and R2 hydroxyl group is there, whereas digitoxygenin there is at both position R1 and R2 there is hydrogen atom is there. Or so this is about the structure. Now uses. It is used in treatment of congestive heart failure. How it will act? It will block the sodium potassium ATPase pump of cardiac muscle. It will block the sodium potassium ATPase pump of cardiac muscle, and this will increase the intracellular sodium, increase in calcium ion, and result in force contraction of myocardium, and due to which it will increase the activity of heart, and the output of heart per beat will also increase. Complete emptying of heart will done, and it will delayed circulation will improve, and edema is flushed out, and thus increases the activity of heart. It increases excitability of cardiac muscle and produce more powerful contraction. The improvement through kidney result in diuresis and loss of edema. It is effective in congestive heart failure to increase cardiac output and to relieve venous congestion. Hence it is used as cardiotonic. The major disadvantage of digitalis is that it has cumulative effect, so administration of drug should be under strict medical supervision. Now the prepared digitalis. Powdered digitalis prepared from the dried leaves of digitalis, and it is an official preparation along with digitalis tablet, digitalis tincture and digitoxin injections. All these preparations are available. Now storage. It should be stored in well closed container in cool place away from light. Leaves do not contain more than 5% 90% moisture because it causes the destruction of cardiac glycoside and ultimately loss of cardiac activity on storage. Adulterants, molinolase, which is obtained from Verbasum thapsus, and it is densely covered with large branch woolly hairs. Pamphilus, it comes under the family Boraginaceae, and it can be detected by presence of multicellular trichome. Digitalis lutea, it is a more potent and it is free from calcium oxalate and used as a common substitute for official drug. Digitalis thapsi, it is a Spanish variety and found in Spain and Italy. Leaves can be identified by the presence of non-glandular trichome, and it is 1.25 to 3 times more potent than Digitalis purpurea. Now, Killer-Kilani test. This test is used for identification of cardiac glycoside. The test consists of boiling about 1 gram finely powdered digitalis. So 1 gram finely powdered digitalis is taken in a test tube and boiled with 10 ml of 70% alcohol for 2 to 3 minutes. After boiling, the extract is filtered. In the filtrate, you have to add 5 ml of water and 0.5 ml of strong lead acetate solution. Then shake well the test tube and separate the filtrate. The clear filtrate is treated with equal volume of chloroform and evaporate to yield extract. Now equal volume of chloroform is added in that filtrate. The extract is dissolved in glacial acetic acid. After cooling, 2 drops of ferric chloride solution is added. These contents are transferred to a test tube containing 2 ml H2SO4. A reddish brown layer acquiring bluish green color after standing is observed due to presence of digitoxos. So this is the Killer-Kilani test. Now the next drugs which comes under cardiac glycoside is Arjuna bark. Synonym is Arjuna bark. Biological source, it consists of dried stem bark of the plant Terminalia arjuna Rob belonging to family Combretaceae. By geographical source, it is the tree common in India Peninsula and very common in Chota Nagpur area. Macroscopic character, color is greyish brown, odor none, taste astringent, size pieces of about 15 into 10 into 1 centimeter, shape flat, chemical constituent, it contains about 15% tannin and also contains triterpenoid saponin, arginolic acid, ellagic acid, argonic acid, arginine and arginatine. Uses, it is used as cardiotonic, as a static, febrifuge, antidysenteric, diuretic. It exhibits hypotensive action with vasodilation and decreased heart rate. Used in tanneries and timber. So this is about the cardiac glycoside.